Welcome to The Compound Effect, a life-changing philosophy by Darren Hardy. Darren Hardy is a former publisher of Success magazine and a mentor to some of the world's most successful entrepreneurs. His mission is simple: to help people master the power of consistency and take control of their lives. And in this book, he delivers one of the most practical, actionable blueprints for creating success. Not overnight, but for a lifetime. Hardy doesn't promise quick fixes. He doesn't sell hype. What he does offer is something far more powerful. Small, smart choices, plus consistency, plus time. Radical difference. The compound effect is the idea that tiny, seemingly insignificant actions, if repeated consistently over time, can create massive results. In this summary, we're going to walk through the book's core principles, one step at a time. Each idea builds on the next. By the end, you'll be equipped to change your habits, shift your mindset, and unlock the success that's been waiting for you all along. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Compound Effect in Action. Imagine two people. Both are the same age, income level, and general lifestyle. Person A decides to cut just 125 calories a day, maybe skipping a soda or a slice of toast. Person B doesn't change a thing. In fact, they add a small indulgence, like an extra drink after dinner. After 1 month, no noticeable difference. After 6 months, still barely anything. But after 2 years, person A has lost 30 pounds, feels better, has more energy. Person B has gained 30 pounds and feels sluggish. That is the compound effect. The results are invisible at first, but over time, they become unavoidable. Whether it's health, finances, relationships, or mindset, your small daily choices are either helping you or hurting you. There's no neutral ground. You will never change your life until you change something you do daily. Darren Hardy. Chapter 2. Choices. The engine of success. Every choice you make either takes you closer to your goals or pulls you away from them. It's not the big, dramatic decisions that shape our destiny. It's the hundreds of micro choices we make without thinking. What time you wake up. Whether you work out or skip it. What you read, watch, and listen to. How you speak to your partner. Whether you spend or save, Darren Hardy reminds us, you are one decision away from a different life. But most of us let life happen to us. We drift, we react, we coast. Instead of choosing intentionally, we operate on autopilot. That's why awareness is everything. Keep a journal, track your habits, notice the patterns. Once you become aware of your choices, you regain your power. Chapter 3. Habits. Your invisible architecture. Habits are the compound effect in motion. They are the silent architects of your life. The things you do without thinking shape everything you become. Hardy teaches us to build habits strategically. Start small. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for consistency. Trigger and routine. Attach new habits to existing ones, e.g., do push-ups after brushing your teeth. Track progress. What gets measured gets improved. Reward progress. Celebrate wins, even the little ones. But here's the secret. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Big goals are great, but they're only achieved through small, consistent habits. Chapter 4. Momentum. The force that multiplies. Imagine pushing a boulder uphill. It's slow, difficult, and exhausting, but eventually you reach the top. And what happens next? Momentum. That boulder starts rolling faster, easier, more powerful with each turn. That's how the compound effect works. At first, you see no progress. You're sweating with no visible results. But if you stay consistent, if you keep pushing, momentum kicks in. Hardy calls this Big Mo, the most powerful force in success. But here's the warning. Momentum works both ways. If you build good habits, success accelerates. If you build bad ones, failure accelerates. The key? Stay consistent even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it, because momentum rewards the disciplined. Chapter 5. Influences. You are what surrounds you. You've heard it before. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But Darren Hardy takes this even further. He reminds us that everything you allow into your mind, the people, the media, the conversations, the environment, becomes part of who you are. It feeds your beliefs, shapes your attitude, and directly impacts your decisions. There are 3 main sources of influence. 1. Input. What you feed your mind. What are you watching? What are you reading? What do you scroll past without thinking? Most of us are bombarded with negativity every day. News headlines, toxic social media, gossip, fear-based content. It's like feeding your brain junk food. You can't expect to live a positive, focused life if your input is chaotic and unfiltered. Hardy's solution? Guard your mind like you guard your life. Feed it with inspiration. Read personal development books. Listen to podcasts that elevate you. Immerse yourself in ideas that reflect where you want to go, not where you've been. Your mind is a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds. You can grow flowers, or you can grow weeds. 2. Associations. Who you spend time with. Take a look at your circle. Are your closest friends helping you grow or holding you back? Are they dreamers or complainers, builders or destroyers? Do they challenge you or keep you comfortable? Darren Hardy encourages you to categorize your relationships. Disassociation. Some people need to be removed from your life completely. Limited association. Others, you can spend time with occasionally, but not often. Expanded association. Seek out mentors, role models, and like-minded individuals who inspire and uplift you. This isn't about arrogance, it's about alignment. Your energy is precious. Spend it with people who multiply it, not drain it. 3. Environment, where you place yourself. You may not realize it, but your environment is always programming you. A cluttered space often reflects a cluttered mind. A chaotic schedule reflects poor boundaries. A draining workplace can slowly erode your drive, no matter how strong your intentions are. Hardy's advice? Create an environment that supports your goals. Organize your home. Simplify your workspace. Curate your digital life, your phone, your desktop, your inbox. Make success the path of least resistance. Chapter 6. Ownership, taking full responsibility. The cornerstone of the compound effect is personal responsibility. No more blaming your past. No more waiting for someone to save you. No more excuses. Success is not a result of luck, background, or talent. It's a result of ownership. You alone are responsible for what you do, don't do, or how you respond to what's done to you. That means you're responsible for your attitude, even when life feels unfair. You're responsible for your energy, even when you're tired. You're responsible for your results, even when obstacles arise. Hardy shares a powerful truth. The moment you take complete responsibility for your life, everything changes. Because if you created the current version of your life through your choices, then you can also create the life you want. Chapter 7. Tracking. The power of measurement. You can't improve what you don't measure. Want to lose weight? Track your food. Want to save money? Track your expenses. Want to be more productive? Track your time. When you track something, it becomes real, it becomes visible, and what's visible becomes changeable. Darren Hardy challenges readers to keep a success journal, a place to track your daily habits, your wins and lessons, your spending, your time usage, your progress toward your biggest goals. Even 5 minutes a day can reveal eye-opening patterns. And once you see those patterns, you can shift them intentionally. Chapter 8. Action. The only bridge between ideas and results. You can read every book, listen to every podcast, visualize success every morning, but none of it matters without action. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is only potential power. Action is power. Darren Hardy. Success doesn't come from what you know. It comes from what you consistently do with what you know. The world is filled with smart people who are stuck, not because they lack intelligence, but because they don't execute. And this is where most people fall short. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect plan. They wait for inspiration to strike. But success doesn't wait. Hardy teaches us, start small, start now, keep going. The truth about discipline. We often see discipline as punishment, as something harsh, restrictive. But in reality, discipline is freedom. It's the freedom to live life on your terms, the freedom to control your outcomes instead of being controlled by impulse. Think of discipline like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And the good news? You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Start with one discipline. Wake up 15 minutes earlier. Exercise for 10 minutes a day. Save $5 a week. Track your habits every evening. One small act of discipline, done daily, creates a ripple. That ripple becomes momentum, and that momentum becomes unshakable character. Discipline is doing the right thing, even when it's boring, inconvenient, or uncomfortable. The magic of routine. High performers don't rely on willpower. They rely on systems and structure. Hardy emphasizes the importance of routine. What do your mornings look like? What do your evenings prepare you for? What habits do you automate to protect your energy? Here's what a solid routine does. It eliminates decision fatigue. It protects you from distractions. It creates consistency without needing constant motivation. You don't have to guess every day what to do. Your routine becomes your road map. Want to become world-class in any area? Build a world-class routine and stick to it. Chapter 9. Building Big Mo. How to create momentum and keep it. We've already talked about momentum, what Hardy calls Big Mo. But how do you build it? And more importantly, how do you sustain it? Here's the truth. Momentum comes from uninterrupted consistency over time. That means not missing workouts, even when you're tired, not skipping journaling, even when your day is full, not spending recklessly, even when you've had a good month. Every time you follow through on a small discipline, you're casting a vote for the person you want to become. But here's the warning. Momentum is fragile. Skip 1 day, it's fine. Skip 2, you're sliding. Skip 3, you're starting over. So build habits you can maintain even on your worst days. Hardy suggests having non-negotiables, small actions that you will do no matter what. It might be drinking water as soon as you wake up, reading 10 pages every morning, writing down your top 3 goals before bed. These anchor habits protect your momentum, especially when life gets chaotic. Chapter 10. The Power of Consistency. It's not what you do once, it's what you do daily. That's the compound effect in motion. Most people fail not because they lack talent, but because they lack consistency. They chase the next new thing. They quit too soon. They underestimate how powerful their small actions are over time. But you're different. You're learning that every choice counts. Every rep, every email, every dollar, every kind word. Each one is a brick. And over time, brick by brick, you build the life you were meant to live. So the question isn't, can I do something huge? The question is, can I show up just a little every single day? Chapter 11. Habits. The blueprint of your life. Your life is a reflection of your habits. The results you see today, your health, your finances, your relationships, are the result of repeated actions, often so small you barely noticed them. But over time, they created your reality. Darren Hardy reminds us that you don't get what you want, you get your habits. Your biggest challenge isn't that you've intentionally been making bad choices. It's that you've been asleep at the wheel. So how do we wake up and reshape our habits? Step 1. Identify your triggers. Every habit has a cue, a moment that sparks the behavior. Maybe you eat junk food when you're stressed, or scroll your phone when you're bored. Start noticing your patterns. Once you see the cue, you can change the routine. Step 2. Replace. Don't just remove habits. Don't vanish. They get replaced. If you want to stop staying up late watching TV, replace it with something better, like reading, journaling, or winding down with music. Willpower alone won't save you. Systems will. Step 3. Focus on identity. Don't just say, I want to lose weight. Say, I am someone who takes care of my body. Don't just say, I want to read more. Say, I am a reader. When your habits align with your identity, you become unstoppable. Chapter 12. Failing forward. The path through setbacks. Let's be real. You will fall off. You'll miss days. You'll make mistakes. You'll lose momentum. But failure is not the enemy. Quitting is. Darren Hardy is clear. The road to success is paved with mistakes. What separates achievers from dreamers is how they handle setbacks. When you fall, do 3 things. Forgive yourself quickly. Shame only makes you spiral. Reflect without judgment. What triggered the slip? Get back on track immediately. Don't wait for Monday. Start again today. Hardy reminds us, missing one day won't break you, but missing 5 in a row might. Resilience isn't about never falling. It's about bouncing back faster every time. Chapter 13. Goal setting that sticks. Most people fail to achieve their goals because they set vague intentions, don't track progress, get discouraged when results are slow, but the compound effect teaches us to focus on consistency over intensity. Here's Hardy's proven process. 1. Write down clear, specific goals. Instead of saying, I want to get fit, say, I will work out 4 times a week and walk 10,000 steps a day for the next 90 days. 2. Create a routine. Around your goals, structure, your environment, and schedule to support the habit. Want to write every day? Set a 7 a.m. writing block. Want to drink more water? Keep a full bottle on your desk at all times. 3. Track relentlessly. Keep a visual tracker. Mark your progress. Seeing daily wins, even small ones, fuels motivation. 4. Review and refocus weekly. Every week, review. What worked? What didn't? What needs adjusting? Small tweaks lead to huge gains. Chapter 14. How to stay committed when results are slow. The hardest part of the compound effect. Waiting. You show up. You put in the work. You do everything right, and nothing seems to change. This is where most people give up. But the compound effect is like planting a seed. For weeks, you water the soil. You see nothing. You keep showing up. Then one day, growth explodes. Success takes time. It happens invisibly. Then suddenly. Darren Hardy's advice? Trust the process. Track your progress. Celebrate consistency, not just outcomes. And remember, the ones who win aren't the fastest starters. They're the ones who never stopped showing up. Chapter 15. Automating Greatness. Routines that run your life. If success were a machine, routines would be the gears. They keep things moving day in, day out, without needing constant thought, motivation, or decision-making. Darren Hardy teaches that the world's most successful people don't succeed by accident. They design their days to support their dreams. Your day is your life in miniature. As you live your days, so you craft your life. So what does a high-performance routine look like? 1. Morning mastery. Your morning sets the tone for your entire day. If you win the morning, you win the day. Hardy recommends building a morning routine that includes quiet time, meditation, prayer, reflection, physical activity, even just stretching or a short walk, reading something positive or educational, writing or journaling your intentions. Even 30 focused minutes in the morning can unlock clarity, discipline, and purpose that lasts all day. 2. Evening review. At the end of each day, take 10 minutes to reflect. What did I accomplish today? Where did I get off track? What can I improve tomorrow? This review anchors the learning and growth process. It allows you to compound the lessons of each day into long-term transformation. Success isn't built on huge wins. It's built on 1,000 quiet, intentional days. Chapter 16. Decision fatigue. Why you're more tired than you think, ever feel mentally drained before noon, even if you haven't done much. That's decision fatigue, the mental exhaustion caused by making too many choices. Hardy explains that our willpower is a limited resource. Every time you make a decision, you burn a little bit of it. What to wear, what to eat, when to start, whether to exercise, whether to work or scroll. The more decisions you make, the more you risk slipping into autopilot and making poor choices. The solution? Automate as much of your day as possible. Eat the same breakfast each day. Plan your workouts in advance. Set fixed times for email, social media, and breaks. Create if-then rules. If it's 7 p.m., then I stop working. This frees up mental energy for what really matters: growth, creativity, connection. Chapter 17. Preparation meets opportunity. People often say successful individuals are lucky, but Hardy exposes this myth. Luck isn't random. It's what happens when preparation meets opportunity. He breaks down luck into 4 categories: blind luck, completely random, winning the lottery, luck by action, created by taking initiative, luck by persistence, sticking with something long enough to catch a break, luck by preparation, being ready when opportunity knocks. Which kind of luck can you control? They list 3, and those are the ones that matter. You make yourself lucky by showing up every day, doing the boring work no one else wants to. Being so prepared that when the moment arrives, you don't shrink, you shine. Chapter 18. Tracking leads to triumph. If there's one habit that guarantees growth, it's tracking. Whether it's calories, time, spending, workouts, or even moods, what gets measured gets managed. Darren Hardy shares this truth. Tracking creates awareness, and awareness is the first step to change. Once you start tracking, you expose waste and weakness, discover strengths you didn't know you had, make better decisions automatically, start with one thing to track, just one. Maybe it's your screen time. Maybe it's how much water you drink. Maybe it's your evening mood on a scale of 1 to 10. Over time, these tiny logs become maps, and those maps help you navigate toward the life you want without guesswork. Chapter 19. Becoming the CEO of your life. Imagine this. Your life is a company. You are the CEO. Your habits are your employees. Your decisions are daily boardroom meetings. Your goals are your company mission. Now ask yourself, would you invest in this company? Would you promote the current CEO, you? Darren Hardy challenges us to take radical ownership, because whether your company is thriving or sinking, it's in your hands. You are 100% responsible for your life. Period. You don't get to blame your boss, your childhood, the economy, or anyone else, because the moment you take full responsibility, you also take full power. From now on, act like the CEO of your habits, your thoughts, and your results. Chapter 20. Eliminate distractions. Elevate focus. In today's world, distraction is the enemy of progress. You don't need more information. You don't need more time. You need more focus. Hardy reveals how the smallest distractions can sabotage your compound effect. A few quick scrolls through social media, a few mindless hours of TV, a few casual conversations with energy-draining people. Over time, these little distractions snowball, stealing weeks, months, even years from your potential. So, what can you do? Step 1. Identify time leaks. Where do you waste the most time? What pulls your attention away from what matters? Track it. Get honest. Step 2. Create focus blocks. Design blocks of time where you work with zero interruptions. No phone, no notifications, just you and the task. Even one focused hour a day can change your entire year. Step 3. Protect your energy. Guard your time, your space, and your mental bandwidth like your life depends on it. Because it does. Chapter 21. Internal motivation. Fuel from the inside motivation that comes from the outside. Praise, rewards, validation is temporary. But motivation that comes from the inside, that's eternal. So how do you create internal motivation? You get crystal clear on your why. When the reason is strong enough, you'll find the how. Hardy asks us to dig deep. Why do you want to be healthy? Why do you want financial freedom? Why do you want to grow? Go beyond surface answers. Find the emotional core, to be there for your kids, to break the cycle your parents were stuck in, to live a life of purpose, not regret. Write down your why. Read it daily. Let it be the fire that lights your discipline, even on the hardest days. Chapter 22. The compound effect in relationships. It's not just about career or finances. The compound effect applies to your relationships too. A kind word every day builds connection. A thoughtless comment each night chips away at trust. Regular date nights revive love. Constant criticism dries it up. What you consistently say, give, withhold, or prioritize compounds over time. Want better relationships? Start with small, loving actions consistently. Say, "Thank you." Give compliments. Put the phone away during dinner. Listen without interrupting. Tiny acts of love build emotional wealth. Chapter 23. Finish strong. The forgotten discipline. Starting is easy. Finishing is rare. So many people begin with enthusiasm, new goals, big dreams, fresh habits. But few cross the finish line. Why? Because finishing requires something deeper than excitement. It requires commitment, even when the mood has passed. You can't wait for inspiration. You must become your own momentum. Hardy encourages us to become finishers, to be the kind of person who says, "If I start, I will finish, no matter how long it takes." This means holding yourself accountable. Doing the work after the initial buzz wears off, getting back up every time you fall, remembering that how you do one thing is how you do everything. The person you become in the final stretch is the one who carries you to your next breakthrough. Chapter 24. Your environment matters. Want to change your results? Change your environment. Hardy says your surroundings influence your behavior more than willpower ever will. So take a look around you. Who are you spending the most time with? What messages are you feeding your brain daily? Does your physical space support your goals or distract from them? 1. Upgrade your circle. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Spend time with people who stretch your thinking, live with discipline, talk about ideas, not just people. Embody the life you're building. If your environment brings out the best in you, success becomes easier. 2. Design for discipline. Set your space up to support your habits. Want to read more? Put a book on your pillow every morning. Want to eat healthy? Prep meals ahead of time. Want to exercise? Lay your workout clothes out the night before. Don't rely on willpower. Rely on environmental cues. Chapter 25. Momentum is your greatest asset. We've talked about Big Mo, momentum. Now let's talk about how to protect it. Momentum is a fragile thing. It takes weeks to build, but only days to lose. Hardy shares the golden rule. Never let a win go to waste. When you hit a milestone, don't slow down. Accelerate. Ride that wave. Let your progress feed your confidence. If you're tempted to take a long break after success, ask, "Is this helping or hurting my momentum?" Your job is not just to build habits, but to stack them, nurture them, and protect them like sacred ground. Momentum makes hard things feel effortless. Chapter 26. The compound effect in action. Let's bring it all together now. The compound effect is not magic. It's not instant. It's math. It's law. It's a system you can trust. Here's what it looks like in the real world. $5 saved every day, size 1/825 a year, and tens of thousands over a decade. 1 push-up added each day. Size 3,150 push-ups in a year. 10 minutes of focused reading daily. 60 hours of learning per year. 1 compliment to your partner each morning. Deeper love every day. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency. The most successful people in the world don't do everything. They do a few small things without fail. Chapter 27. Your Life by Design. Darren Hardy closes with a bold truth. You are the architect of your future. No one is coming to save you. No moment of inspiration will magically transform you. No secret shortcut is hidden in some YouTube video or self-help blog. The life you want will be built brick by what you choose to do today and tomorrow and the day after that. The compound effect doesn't care how old you are. It doesn't care where you come from. It only responds to one thing: action. Small, smart choices, plus consistency, plus time. Radical difference. This is your formula. This is your tool. And if you use it, your success is inevitable. Final action. Plan, putting it into practice. Let's leave you with a clear, simple checklist. Your next steps. 1. Identify one area of your life to improve. It could be health, finances, relationships, discipline, or mindset. Don't spread yourself thin. Start with 1. 2. Choose one small behavior to change. Examples: drink 1 extra glass of water. Wake up 10 minutes earlier. Save N500 a day. Say thank you every morning. Small, specific, consistent. 3. Track it daily. Keep a journal, a spreadsheet, or a simple calendar. What matters is that you can see your streak. Progress fuels belief. Belief fuels action. 4. Reflect weekly. Every week ask, what worked? What didn't? How can I improve? This is where learning compounds. 5. Celebrate the small wins. Don't wait for the finish line. Celebrate every day you showed up, every improvement, every effort. 6. Repeat, refine, grow. Once the habit becomes part of you, layer on another. Your success is built like a staircase, one step at a time. Epilogue. You hold the pen. Your story isn't finished. Every morning, you open a blank page. You pick up the pen. You choose your words, your actions, your direction. The compound effect is your ink. It's the reminder that greatness isn't made in dramatic gestures. It's made in quiet mornings, in disciplined choices, in the moments when no one's watching, but you show up anyway. So as we close this journey, remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be persistent. You don't need to take giant leaps. You just need to keep stepping forward. Let today be day 1, and let the compound effect carry you all the way. End of audiobook summary. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Thank you for listening. Now go take that first small, smart step, and don't stop.